Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and welcome to another Sunday reset. Thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. Let's go ahead and get to cleaning. We are getting started today, actually, on a Friday afternoon. My youngest son, Ryan, who is 8, actually broke his big toe this week. It's been eventful, that is for sure. So he had an orthopedic doctor appointment today, and so I was home with him, and I decided to take advantage of a little bit of extra time to get started on my large to-do list. The first thing I'm doing is starting here in the laundry room. My laundry room, I've mentioned this in previous videos. In fact, I think I even talked about it in last week's Sunday reset. It is by far the one spot in my house that is the catch-all. I can't stay up on it. Everything just piles up in here, returns, things that need to be filed, things that just need to find a home, stuff that needs to go to the garage, recycling, you name it, it tends to find its way here into the laundry room. And so I wanted to take some time today to get it cleaned up and reorganized. There's nothing more stressful than coming in to work on laundry and having to look at this. And so this is what we're going to get started with today. As I mentioned, I have a lot of things I need to return. I have this from Thanksgiving, this tablecloth that needed to be put away. Like I said, just stuff piles up. I've got a bunch of paint stuff in here, and it just needed to get put away. So that's what we're going to get started with. If you have something in your house that you need to tackle that is just the bane of your existence right now, I highly encourage you to find motivation in today's video, and then let's go tackle it together. I had bought this mirror from the Hearth and Hand line at Target earlier this season and thought that I would use this above the little shelf mantle in my family room. However, it was just way too small, so I'm actually going to return it. I did pick up a new mirror from Kirkland's that fits much better up there. I would like to work on the color of that mirror, though. I think that's going to be something I work on in January. I am looking forward to just kind of renovating my entire great room area, my kitchen, dining, and family room, and my entryway, and this laundry room, just pretty much my whole house. But I want to paint everything, freshen things up, and just kind of work on the vibe here in my home. I love, love, love working on my house and making things feel cozy. And so definitely some updates that I want to work on. This space right here, my washing machine, the top of my washing machine, this is out of control, you guys, but this is legit what it looks like a lot of the time. This is not exaggerated. It's just stuff that needs to get put away. So those boxes were, needing to go to recycling. I had this plant from somewhere else in my house that I want to make sure it gets good sun during the winter. I've got pie plates that need to be returned to my mother-in-law and my coworker. I've got those fall coloring sheets there that my kids colored on Thanksgiving, and I want to laminate those so that I can keep them as placemats for my future grandkids. I think I talked about that already. This is something that needs to be returned, but I think it's too late to return it. So it's probably something I just need to donate. Like I said, it just piles up here in this basket and in this space in general. So getting it cleaned up and things put away just feels really, really good. And then I don't feel stressed when I come in here to do laundry, and I can actually enjoy it. I don't mind laundry. It's actually a very relaxing process when this room isn't completely destroyed. So I try really hard to come in here and get it put away when it gets out of control, and it really was finally feeling put back together. I absolutely adore the flooring here in our laundry room. We've got this beautiful brick from Old Mill Brick, but as you can see, the color closest to the washing machine is very different than that high traffic area there in the middle. It desperately needs to be cleaned and resealed, and I don't actually think it ever got sealed. I don't think that our builder ever did that, and unfortunately, it's just kind of wearing it down. And as you can see, it's totally changed that color there in the middle. It's making the brick look a little bit more red and less of that pretty muted color. And so this is also going to be something we tackle in the new year. It might have to be a summer project, to be 100% honest, but Danny and I want to really, really clean it, steam clean it, do whatever we need to do, and then let it fully dry and seal it. So that's going to be a project for a future day. Stay tuned. But I also wanted to take a second to wipe down my garage door. I don't know about you guys. This is a door I often forget about, but that gets super dirty. We use it every single day, every single time we leave the house. And so it desperately needed to be wiped down. I love this little area. I love this little room, to be honest with you. I love that wall tree there in the back. I wish that you could actually see it more and, from like my front door, but maybe it's better that you can't, considering it doesn't always look like this. Once that was done, it was time to work on folding that laundry. I was trying desperately to get caught up so that we didn't spend our weekend as, slaves to the washing machine. But needless to say, I'm staring right now at a completely full laundry basket that needs to get put away. I mean, that's just real life, unfortunately. And when you have a family the size of mine, you're going to have a lot of laundry. So just going to go ahead and get this laundry folded. We're not going to put it away yet, and that's because 90% of it belonged to my boys. Anything that belonged to me, I put away, but I did have so much more laundry to do that I wanted to just get it all done and folded, and then collectively we would all put it away once it was done. going to go ahead and move into my kitchen. I just needed to get some things put away, and then I had put in a food order earlier in the morning that day, and so it was about to be delivered to my front porch. So wanted to make sure that I had time to put that away. I've mentioned on my channel before that I try to order my groceries for delivery weekly. It just takes something off of my to-do list and helps to make that process a little bit smoother. It's not always fantastic when it comes to, things you want to be a little pickier about. However, if I do have something specific coming up or something that I want to make sure I'm picky about, I'll just go to the store for those things. But otherwise, I really do try to just have my groceries ordered, delivered. It makes life so much easier for me. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring these groceries in now. My family was starting to come home from school, and I'm going to go ahead and get these things put away quickly so that we could enjoy a little family time on a Friday night. When I'm putting my groceries away, I unload everything out onto my countertops, and then I try to put them away by what's cold and needs to go in the fridge and freezer first. And then I kind of work my way throughout the kitchen. So that's what we're going to do now. And it was really already getting dark in the house, so that's why I had to pop the lights on. But I'm just going to kind of clean out some things that need to either be moved or discarded while I'm putting things away. And like this cheese drawer, the cheese drawer sometimes needs to be cleaned out before you put the new cheese away. But I try really hard to just clean out my fridge before everything gets delivered. All of the leftovers and everything had already been taken out, cleaned out, and that just makes putting the groceries away so much easier. I only filmed putting away about half of the groceries, and then I turned off the camera, and my family, helped me put the rest of everything away so that we could just enjoy some time together. And it is now magically the next day. I am starting off by putting some of the Christmas cards we've received this year here on this cute little wooden window pane I have in my front entryway. I just thought this would be a cute place to display some of my cards and something we could see every day. So that's what we're going to do there. And I think it looks really, really sweet. And then we're going to head back into the kitchen to finish what we didn't finish yesterday. So I'm going to start off by emptying out the dishwasher. We're going to get it reloaded. And then I need to do a little bit of some deeper cleaning here in this space. time here for a small confession, and that is I have not finished painting my island again. As you can see, the front here is still the pigeon color, while the rest of it is the alabaster color of the rest of my cabinets. And that is just because, you guys, I haven't gone to the store to buy a new paintbrush. I need a new paintbrush for this area and some of the small rollers, but I don't want to do it incorrectly. I want to make sure that I get what I need and do the job properly. However, I just haven't made it to the store, so it just hasn't gotten done. Just going to be 100% honest, but my family, I pointed it out to them earlier this week, and they literally said to me that they had never noticed. And I think it's just because nobody really looks at that space but me. And so I'm letting it be for now, and I'll get to it at some point. For now, I've just got a two-toned island. It is what it is, and I'll get to it at some point. A couple of nights ago when I was cooking dinner, the wreath above my stove had fallen off. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second to put this back up. I'm just using a little suction cup hook and going to put that back up there. While I was doing this, I was getting glitter everywhere because this little wreath does have glitter on it. So just putting this all back up here, and then we're going to need to clean my stovetop, not only because it's dirty, but also because now it's covered in beautiful glitter. One of the chores in my house that hardly ever gets done, probably could afford to be done more often, is mopping my floors. And then the second chore that I dislike right up there is cleaning my stove. I don't know what it is. This is not my favorite thing to do. I do love the way that it looks when it's done, and having a clean stove is wonderful, but taking the time to do it is my least favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and take this time to give it a little bit of a deeper clean. It's needed it. I have this little mat here that I picked up on Amazon to help kind of minimize the cleaning up. It is non-stick. It's very easy just to wipe it off. So I've pulled this off of the stove. I'm going to soap it down really quickly, and then we're going to clean the rest of the stove. This makes it just a little bit easier. It doesn't, completely take away from needing to clean the actual stove. I think if maybe I took some time to purchase a rubber mat that was a little bit more sized right for my stove, maybe that would be the case. But this just helps if I have any major spills, like when you're boiling pasta or cooking rice, if things boil over, it just helps to get that a little bit cleaner, a little easier, because you can take it off and pop it into the sink. And then as you can see here, the stove really wasn't that bad. So I'm going to take a moment now to clean this off really quickly, and then we're going to use some Wyman stainless steel cleaner to work on the stainless steel portions of my stove that really, really need it. I'm also using this black polishing cloth from Amazon to just make everything look a little bit more polished. I love these. These are what I use all throughout my house to clean, and I think they're the best. I'm also going to use that same cloth when cleaning the front of my stove here. I use that Wyman stainless steel cleaner all the way down across the front of my stove, and my oven, and that stuff is the absolute best. I also use it to clean off the knobs, and I think it looks so much better. This was so needed, even though I really do dislike this chore. Now that that's done, I'm going to move over to my refrigerator. This is another one of those areas that is high traffic, gets used multiple times throughout the day, obviously, and gets very dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and use that same Wyman stainless steel cleaner to clean this off. I have talked about this product probably 100 times here on my channel, but it really is what I feel is the best when it comes to cleaning your stainless steel. It makes everything very shiny, and I buy it at TJ Maxx or Home Goods. I can always find it in their cleaning supplies, and I get a big giant bottle for like $3.99. I find that to be such a steal, and I really do love this product. I did also use it on my dishwasher right here, except that I was out of frame, but I did use it there as well and get that clean. It was desperately needed as well. I'm going to finish off the kitchen now by giving everything a quick wipe down here on the countertops, and it was finally looking beautiful and put back together. I love my kitchen when it's clean. It's one of my favorite places in my entire home. Moving into my dining room, I had spent some time earlier in the day working on my 2024 planner, just going in and putting in major dates, vacations, things that, for the school calendar, that kind of thing, just prepping it since we are rapidly approaching 2024. I can't believe it. I use the Passionate Penny Pincher planner, and I love it. I'll link it for you down below. I think it is the most useful planner that I have ever used. I also use a separate planner for YouTube, and then a separate planner for work. And then we also have a calendar in our pantry. We use the calendar apps in our phone phones, as well as a calendar app with our daughter. So we have lots of scheduling, and I've talked in a previous video about how we do all of that. But if you're interested in learning more about how I keep my family organized, let me know down below, and I'd be happy to film a video coming up here for the new year where we talk all about being organized, chore charts, how we stay on top of everything around the house. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Another catch-all space that can get out of control very quickly is my island here. Look at that homework drawer, by the way. Oh my gosh. It used to look really clean and organized, but it desperately needs to be reorganized. That is something I'm looking forward to in the new year. It's just going through my house space by space, decluttering, reorganizing. So you're going to have to make sure you're staying tuned for that. But we're just going to take a moment now to get the coffee bar cleaned off. I am still loving the decor over here, and next week is my annual cookie swap. I'm so excited. So we're going to be working on preparing for that. You're going to see that video next week of how I plan and prepare for my cookie swap, the cookie that I made this year, or cookies, as well as the decor that I used, the favor that I made, as well as the gift I put together for the winning cookie. You're going to have to stay tuned. It's such a fun night, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I can't wait to share with you how it all turns out this year. The last thing we're going to do for today's cleaning is just a quick vacuum of the entire great room area. I was kicking myself at this point for not turning on the robot vacuum while I was cleaning all throughout the day, but it is what it is, and the floor really needed to be vacuumed. And honest, it probably could use a good mop as well, but I was ready to be done for the day. So let's go ahead and do the vacuuming, and we'll finally be able to relax. And that, my friends, is going to bring us to the end of this week's Sunday Reset. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Hopefully you found a little bit of motivation to get some things checked off of your list. And I hope that you guys are ready and prepared and feeling rested for a new week. And thank you again for spending your time with me today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, my friends.